Welcome to Harwich, Massachusetts, here in Cape Cod. Filming a little cross-country skating, if you will. Avoiding traffic and such, but taking in the sights. Right now, we're on a very, very random back road. But at the end of this back road, I saw on the map that there was a cemetery, so that's kind of going to be our official starting point. I would call this more the intro. Welcome, if you will. All right, that'll be the last time I say if you will, okay? For those of you wondering, I'm riding a fully loaded, a loaded Coyote. And it's got orangutan fat-free wheels on it, allegedly. And this thing rips. I get around, if you will. I gotta stop saying that, okay. All right, we're at the old graveyard. We're gonna look at it. At least the old side. That's the new side over there, I would say. You got some older stones. But in my opinion, I like the old stuff. We're getting there, I think. I don't know. Maybe it is just a relatively new cemetery. We're trying to skate this freaky place without falling and destroying my brand new iPhone, for freak's sake. Beautiful though, beautiful day. Actually, I would argue it's basically the perfect day. I'm not hot. I'm not cold. I just am. All right, I'm gonna let some traffic pass. We'll dip into this neighborhood for a second. Maybe it just connects, or maybe it's a dead end. I don't know, guys. We're just out here enjoying the weather, enjoying the views. Trying to do it in such a low-key way. You know what I'm talking about, jeez. So yeah, we're at some dead ends here, but sort of a classic upper scale dead end in Cape Cod. A little too tacky, a little too high end for my taste, but I like them gritty. Maybe we'll get to see some gritty ones, some gritty locations. That's what I'm here for, after all. All right. This road sucks to skate on, I'm not gonna lie. Just because there's no freaking sidewalk, as you can see. I got people skating or driving around me like I'm a madman of some sort. See? Now they're all getting freaked out. They don't know what to do. There's a skater on the loose. But I don't let that get to me, because I'm just skating. I'm just being. Right? Have y'all ever visited Cape Cod? Specifically Harwich? And if so, have you been on this road? I don't know. It's sort of a, we got the Harwich Conservation Trust area over there. Sort of a very low-key, mid-key, I guess. Sheesh, I mean, an average little road in Cape Cod, I suppose. But we are heading back to town, and that should be a little more interesting. Everyone, you can figure this out. Come on. We got a train of cars behind me. You know what? I'm just gonna let them pass because, okay, that's it. Because, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. And I don't want to get run down. That's a cool one right there. We're getting grittier now. The closer you get to town, I say the better. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this this place we call Cape Cod. I am a tourist. However, I have lived here for, I want to say, half a year, almost 10 years ago. And that was an experience that I'm not going to get into, but we live and learn, right? Civilization. All right, we're back in town. I guess where do I start, you know? I'm just trying to get a grasp. Skating through the dirt and such. You know what? We're gonna take a quick walk through the cemetery. Pretty cool. Neat stuff, if you ask me. Some might even say neat junk. Try to get some on the other side where it's brighter. You got my water bottle clanging, if you were wondering. Oosp. Yeah. Cool. And the best part is, it's all for free. All right, I think we're in the old section here, the super old section. This is where I start to get excited because we have some really early stones up in here. I'll try to find a skull of sorts. I like the sun. 1807-ish. No need for such a sound here, right? Sheesh. Can't get no rest up in here. Ain't no rest for the wicked, I suppose, but no, I'm not, allegedly. That's cool. Maybe this will be some sort of thumbnail of sorts. Right? like Cape Cod skate adventure. Of sorts. All right, let's move on from the cemetery. What do you say? Continue on. How's it going? You know, I've heard you're really supposed to exit the same way you entered upon the cemetery thing. So we just sort of did something bad. Skating again through the sand. Let's go to one more interesting landmark here, huh? I feel like maybe 3 cool landmarks per video is something to work with, maybe, right? And at this point, I don't know where we're going. We're just gonna go. Oh, wow. Now that is cool. I'm really into that. As someone who just walked through a cemetery for free, for fun. You got the grave makers right next door, basically, to the graveyard. All right. I don't love this road to skate on. At least they have a sidewalk. Cool view on this side, right? Bunch of bushes. At least we got stuff over on the other side. Neat little house. But I just want to take this time to say thank you for joining me on this adventure. It's not every day I get to have, you know, both of you riding here with me, so I appreciate whoever is out there watching. And if you are watching, feel free to, please, I mean, I love engaging in the comments. I love when people say, hey, sick, or just give me a whole life story about themselves. I won't even judge. I won't even judge. In fact, I will say, be the weirdo that you are. Be the freak that you are. YOLO. I think that message is that this channel sort of is just YOLO. Does that make any sense? Am I speaking English? Or have I just lost it? Have I lost the plot? Alright, sandy, I don't want to get this board too sandy, even though we just did. Cool, interesting location, I'd say. Hydrangeas, a gate, and everything. All right, we're gonna go down this street, check around the corner, and I guess that's the update here. I'll check back with you guys. And right now, how's it going? That's a cool one. You could tell that one's old. I see a pink car. If I was with any of my friends and family, you know I'd call score on that pink car. I guess if you know, you know, but you can imagine that pink cars, yellow cars, purple cars, you call score on them. Keeps the ride interesting, I suppose. honestly, y'all, looks like we're just skating to nowhere. So maybe I'll end it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I mean, little anticlimactic ending. No, you know what? That's cool. I think this is what Cape Cod is sort of all about. Also, beyond everything I mentioned in this video, I guess the forgotten Grand Wagoneer is the equivalent to this place in some sort of way. So thank you everybody for watching. I'm getting a little thirsty, hence why I'm slurring my speech and stuff. So, all right, y'all, we're getting out of here. Peace.